ceux qui ont déjà... Sur un nouveau jeu, c'est... comme vous pouvez le constater, c'est un jeu de football américain, NFL. Récemment, j'ai téléchargé un jeu de golf. Cette vidéo sortira bientôt, vendredi. C'est pas... si je dis pas de bêtises, vendredi, on est le 9 ou le 10 avril. Voilà, il sortira sur les coups de 22h. C'est une longue vidéo, je sais pas si vous la regarderez. Alors, moi je me suis amusé, c'était du golf, bon, ça peut être mou pour vous, hein, c'est comme regarder du tennis, des fois, il y en a pour ça mou. Le football américain, c'est pareil, il y a bout de coude, carton, machin. Après, l'avantage en jeu vidéo, c'est que tout est coupé, c'est rapide, hop. En réalité, quand hop, l'arbitre siffle, les mecs se mettent en place et tout, nanana, le temps. C'est-à-dire que là, hop, pouf, paf, ils sont déjà en place, ils sont déjà prêts à attaquer et tout, enfin bon. Ça va un petit peu plus vite, c'est bien pour ce côté-là. Après, je suis pas un pro pour ce qui est des règles de football américain ou de rugby. Alors, en tant que joueur, je veux pas être terrible. Tout à l'heure, j'ai fait une partie comme ça, mais bon, ça a bugué malheureusement. Mais j'étais tout content en plus. C'est là que j'ai vu que je fais un touchdown et tout. Je suis content et tout. Je passe là-bas. Et là, je regarde en haut. Je fais putain, je vois pas ma caméra et tout. Je vois que j'étais pas en ligne et tout. Je fais, ah la merde. Faut recommencer ça. Je peux pas laisser passer ça. Alors, on va essayer, mes amis. Voilà. C'est marré là. Il est dans la place. Et en espérant qu'il gagne un peu de place, un peu de garde, qu'il fasse un touchdown. Alors c'est un peu compliqué, mais bon, après les esquives, tout ça et tout, j'ai vu, ouais, il y a des trucs quand t'as le ballon et t'es le perso, tu fais triangle, carré, je sais plus quoi. Ça fait des trucs. J'ai tendance à me vautrer. Ah oui, tout à l'heure, j'ai complètement planté sur un truc, c'était ça là. J'arrivais pas à revenir en arrière, j'ai tout relancé. Là, je pense que je vais faire quick play. C'est jouer, à mon avis, voilà, c'est parti rapide. Voilà, comme j'ai dit, je suis pas bilingue, mais bon, j'ai quelques notions. Alors, play now, je joue maintenant. Hop. Résumé, ah, c'était peut-être pour tout à l'heure. Ouais, on peut, peut-être. C'est reprendre où j'en étais tout à l'heure. Mais si on peut le revoir, mon touchdown. Alors, on va faire...
Jason Sanders to try the extra point.
Mais je comprends rien du tout à ça. C'est ça. Alors.
Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Un truc.
To the line. First and 10.
Alors, c'est qui je vais chop. Je sais qui que je vais chopper.
Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So we're through one quarter of this AFC
S'en bat les couilles.
contest. Our score,
Ça pareil,
6-0.
aux États-Unis, allez, tomber tous les ralentis, les pauses, les pubs. Oh, c'est un truc de ouf.
Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They start out 2nd and 10. Here's Taylor to throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice
Il l'a raté, c'est bon ça.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. The defender was
Yes.
ready for that one to make a play on it and knocked it
Il a
away.
touché, c'est bon ça.
You know exactly what he's thinking.
Et je sais pas s'il gagne en yard.
Easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage. Odds are
Allez,
against
on
it.
tous
The
dedans.
punt coming up. Austin McNamara to again do the honors. Malik Washington will return this for the Dolphins. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. He has it at the 22. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40.
C'est pas grave. J'ai gagné quelques yards. Je savais pas comment trop esquiver.
Well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate.
Ok, c'est bien, on a récupéré le ballon.
Plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. And he made a big
Ouais.
field there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. Let's go now. At their 49-yard line.
Play action, yours. It's a big strike to Hill.
Yes.
He's set up just outside that red zone. It's a nice completion from the rookie passer out of Texas. Good for a first down, too.
On se rapproche, on se rapproche.
Okay, you don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting the completion.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They take the handoff. Now yours. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete.
Faute là, il y a faute là.
That's why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On the shotgun, yours. That one is
Oui,
incomplete.
c'est bon ça.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the
Bon,
ball does.
on avance, on avance.
Incomplete. Trying to find Jalen Waddle, and now they're staring at 4th and long.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
A 41-yard attempt.
No kick, they're gonna go for it. And they get to him on 4th down.
Et qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Pourquoi il a pas tiré? Ah, c'était la fin.
Another circumstance of a very well-coached group defensively. Awareness, game situations, knowing the moment. What an excellent job there to be in position to stop that fake and really turn the momentum around.
The Jets offense now set to take over. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
You know, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Fitzpatrick, c'est moi.
Taylor. He's going to keep it this time. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Really gay there on the tackle.
C'est bien, il n'a pas avancé.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Hard Rock Stadium after this. Second down now, 7 to go. Now it's Taylor. That's on the quick hitter. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. That one gains 7. And it's good for a New York first down.
Let's go. First down.
Taylor now.
And the Jets first down.
Locates Adonai Mitchell.
Ah,
He's
dommage.
going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Throwing, Taylor. Finds him over the middle. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Putain, je commence à se... On les a toujours pas arrêtés ou quoi?
Throwing from the gun. And he sails that one over the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6.
Et il a raté son lancer.
They are throwing it again. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Let's go. Ready. Taylor. Game just before halftime. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. Slant route as it does so many times every game we call Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that.
Ça aussi, c'est si facile pour eux.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here comes Malik Washington. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Dolphins offense returning to the field a final time before the half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. From the shotgun, it's yours. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense caught a risky throw there. It's second down. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Operating from the gun, it's yours. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it's going to be first down Miami.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So just a 1-point game here at the break, Brock, as we go over to the EA Sports halftime report. Scott Hansen.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hughes.
Quoi, c'est quoi ce délire?
Sanders all set to send it away. Wangu now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Pourquoi nous on a pas pu s'arrêter? Putain, mais je comprends pas.
And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for.
Eux, ils ont le droit à je sais pas combien d'essais pour. Et moi, tout à l'heure, je me suis rapproché petit à petit.
Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset the
pocket. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Taylor. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He has just taken a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Extra DB out there for the Finns. 3rd down. They're going to try and throw it here. They set up the screen here for Hall. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Austin McNamara will kick this away. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. It's fielded at the 14. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return and gets it back to the 20. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Connects on the crosser. And he will have this
Dommage.
across the 40-yard line.
J'ai pas réussi à me débloquer, mais là.
It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Ouais, il était encerclé, c'est dommage.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Now it's Ewers. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
C'est quoi ça?
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Mais c'est quoi ça?
3 straight plays as the defender knocks it away. Now it's 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete,
Putain.
You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
The Jets out to begin another drive. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Now he takes it.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
They give on second to Hall. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
On la rentre dedans, on la rentre dedans.
The toe hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down give to Hall. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense
Mon perso il fait tout le tour.
they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of
on voit
credit to that
pas.
runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So out now comes the punter. He fields this at the 18. He spins right by him. Still moving. We got him.
Ah, il voulait pas.
Just kept coming. This one's going to end the loss, Brock. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Gagner des yards, mais putain, dommage si. Il s'est écroulé.
Dolphins first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious
C'était pas mal, c'était
serious
pas
arm
mal.
strength, and he just showed it off.
A good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still
Yes,
time. He
c'était
could
bon
add
ça.
Even more. And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's
T'en
time
fous,
left, he's
ta
gonna
gueule.
keep on firing
Allez
and
hop,
turn a good
on retourne au
performance
match.
into a great one.
Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. They fake the handoff. Now Ewers.
Hop là, touchdown.
Miami. The Dolphins take a 4th quarter lead.
Il bug mon perso.
Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Here comes Ewers. They're going for 2.
On peut encore tenter un truc.
Right, they're going to throw for it. And the 2-point pass.
Putain, c'est lui qui nous fait.
Obviously, with a 7-point lead, but they have to settle for 5.
That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
On n'avait pas gagné de points du coup. Mais si.
Sanders all set to send it away. On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. New York taking over once again. The offense out. They find themselves
Voilà,
down here in the 4th.
Versailles là.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Je vois, je suis là.
Here's Hall running his own read. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40.
Il a gratté quoi, 1 yard, 2 yards.
And it's good for a New York first down.
Oh, tu la pètes pas pour si peu.
Everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know can set the table for more.
First down, play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up second down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game.
Eh ouais, t'as mis trop de temps à réfléchir.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Taylor. Complete out to the right.
Tiens,
Bounds after a nice play there, but still
dégage.
enough to avoid third down.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true. The NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
He has the first over the middle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Ready.
Shotgun snap. Looking to throw. Getting out to his left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt. Even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Coming right is Hall. And this is headed the wrong way.
Bien joué, mon gars, bien joué.
Third down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down. Yards on the play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Connects with his back, Hall. And he's brought down at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. Suck it down coming up.
He's going to tuck it and run. Gets him close to 8 on that effort. Nice slide at the end. That brings up third down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Jets facing a 5-point deficit. Third and just 2 to go.
Get it. Ready.
Looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to Joe.
Ouais, en tout cas, moi j'avais fermé l'autre là, qui s'éloignait à l'extérieur là, si jamais.
It's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Let's go now. Ready.
Fourth down now, trying for the sticks with an option. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on down.
C'est bon ça.
Kate, that is all about the eyes of the defense. Keyed in on the quarterback. Whether it was going to be a run or a throw, the defense was so locked in, they pulled him short of the sticks.
The Dolphins and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense.
Wow, on récupère la balle. Hein.
Final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a
Non,
quarterback.
pas
Take
encore.
every second off the clock.
Ah si.
If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. The Jets take their first timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. I'm gonna pass it here. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's gonna be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
J'en ai esquivé un, mais c'est trop. Ouais.
On the toss right. And that's a key stop defensively, Brian.
Et là, mais pourquoi il n'y avait pas d'option à envoyer la balle là? Voilà, je peux faire ça.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Here we go, set. 19, Tiger, 19.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Caught, nice game left side. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take an 11-point lead. Push this one out of reach.
Touchdown, mes amis.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders.
Merde, c'est pas ça que je veux. Ah oui,
you might see in the college game, but it's pretty dead and gone from the NFL, and for good reason.
Score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Free play here. Let's see what he does. And they got to him for the sack, but I think that they might have had an unfair advantage there.
c'est bon.
Sure looked offsides, and we got a flag.
Comment ça, faute?
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. Working now from the gun. He gets it again to Mitchell. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap.
Quoi encore, putain.
After a man jumps, they come up 2nd and 5 to go.
Let's go now.
To the air, Taylor. Trying to push deep downfield. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets 4. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. From the red zone now. He completes it in traffic. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
He's going to throw it again. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown. And there's still a small chance, Brock.
Mais merde.
They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop him either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to defense. Other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time,
that could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And he gets them a fraction more breathing room out to the 3-yard line. 18, Jets 13. So the newly found lead stays where it is, and now I'd expect to see them just boot this away and prevent any type of return.
Yeah, this is where you love a kicker with a big old leg. Don't even let them return it. The squib kick can be dangerous. I think that was the play, Kate, like 20 years ago. But the QBs today and how quickly they move the ball, just send this one through the end zone.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Lui, c'est mon... Je crois que c'est mon adversaire. Ouais, c'est ça. Souris pas comme ça, toi, hein.
The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation. That is all that you're thinking right now is just
Merde.
these plays, run out this clock so we can take one more knee.
Et personne le bloque, lui.
Tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building.
Ça y est, c'est fini?
Statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right? That it's so hard to win any game in the NFL.
Je sais pas ce que j'ai fait.
Yes, they're difficult to do, but a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long.
Yes. Bon, bah, j'ai gagné, les amis. J'ai pas trop compris à la fin. Je croyais que je pouvais encore faire quelque chose. Après, j'essaie de trouver un moyen de changer les choses. Et au final, ils ont dit que j'ai gagné. Bon, bah, tant mieux, hein, tant mieux. Ouais, j'espère que c'est pas moi qui ai fait en sorte le jeu s'arrête là et bim. Voilà, fini ce game. Bah ouais les amis. Je sais pas si ça vous a plu. Moi j'ai une petite préférence pour le golf parce que je sais pas. C'est un peu... c'est dur, déjà, d'une, c'est dur. Je crois que je me débrouillerais plus en soccer, hein, en football, même si c'est dur aussi, putain. Mais j'y arriverais mieux sur les actions, les machins, les passes, les esquives, enfin, je sais pas. Faudrait voir. Faudrait que j'essaye un de ces quatre. En tout cas, pour ce qui est de ce jeu-là, vous me donnerez votre avis. Si j'ai pas de retour positif, on arrête là et on se concentrera sur d'autres jeux. Voilà quoi. Bon, en tout cas, merci à vous d'avoir suivi cette vidéo. C'était Seymar.95, vous savez, sur YouTube. Sur Twitch, c'est Seymar95. En tout cas, n'hésitez pas à vous abonner si ce n'est pas encore le cas. Le petit pouce bleu si vous avez apprécié cette vidéo ou quoi. Et puis, n'hésitez pas à commander, comme je disais, si vous voulez que je refasse quelques games, voire du online. Là, je me ferai bouffer, je pense, mais voilà, vous me dites ce que vous aimerez ou pas. Voilà, lâchez-vous. Et puis, mes amis Twitchers, j'espère que je vous ai diverti en live ou en preview. On verra comment vous regarderez cette vidéo. Voilà. En tout cas, je vous dis, portez-vous bien, prenez soin de vous. Je vous embrasse très fort. Super la famille. Ciao, ciao. C'était Seymar. Bye.